Hey everybody, this is Coach Tommy from Plainfield sitting in the office of Committed Truth Fitness. Um, I'm doing this video in response to a couple different people coming up to me and saying, "Man, you know, you've done a lot in your life. I mean, I'm only 32. I'll be 33 this year. All right. You've done a lot in your life, and you've come from some dark places, and now you're here, and you have your own gym, and you're a successful gym at that. And you know, how did you do this? What's going on? Like what shifted your paradigm or your thought process?" So I just kind of wanted to reach out and kind of gradually kind of start introducing you guys to a couple of my philosophies, the way I think, and what I do on a daily basis in order to get what I want to get. I'm still not where I want to be at. All right, you know, I'm still always constantly evolving and always constantly trying to reach for that next step. So that's basically quickly what this is about. We want to talk just to give you a little bit about my background, so you can see that, you know, I'm a normal dude just like you or anybody else. You know, I didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth. You know, I went out and did the college thing, didn't work out, joined the military, did some good things, cool things in the military between the Army and also the Coast Guard. And, was really having fun, you know, in the military, and decided to leave because of my why. And we're going to get into establishing your why or your motivation a little later. But my why wasn't being met. You know, I was always gone. It was exciting times, but I didn't have time with my family, my wife, and my kids. So I left. All right, I left for what I thought was going to be and still is to a certain extent, one of my dream jobs. I was a police officer in city of Miami, illustrious city of Miami, which I absolutely loved. I loved and had a great time. Joined the SWAT team down there. It was my dream. You know, things started happening there. I started seeing that my why again being stripped away gradually. People mocked me, laughed at me, told me I was crazy for leaving. I ended up leaving the police department. They said, "Man, you've done all these things. You've established yourself here. You're doing well, and you're leaving now. Like, what's going on? That's crazy. That's stupid. It's idiotic. Don't do it." You know. But they didn't know what I had here, and they didn't know more importantly, what I had in here, the drive that I had that's been cultivated and just grown within me for the last couple of years. So, those are a little bit about me now. Like I said, here I am. You know, successful gym. Plenty of clientele coming in and out, doing well, and still very optimistic about my growth and where we're going in the years ahead. So, you know, one of the things that we do here in the gym is we talk about your mentality in relationship to fitness. All right, we're kind of gonna flip things around and show you how that works on both sides. We really work hard here, so it pushes you to a point where you have to make that mental decision of whether or not you're going to quit, okay? Are you going to throw in the towel like a lot of us do, okay, when things get a little rough? Or are you going to push through that threshold? I have a friend, Andre Furnell, he calls it the verge, all right? It's when you get to that point where it's like, my God, I don't think I can do any more. All right, are you going to push through that and get to that other side, get to that finish line, get to that goal, or whatever you want, whatever is your why? All right, you know, it's something that has to be within you, has to be innately inside of you. All right, to want this. All right, and some extent you can cultivate that and bring that about, but for someone who has that already inside them, it's a lot easier. All right, but at the same time, we can train ourselves. All right, we can train ourselves to have that ability, have that mentality, and act out on that mentality. All right, it might not be innately in us at first. All right, it might not be innately in us, and it's might be something that is very, very difficult for you to bring out of yourself. It might be something that it takes years and years for you to fix, because it really is a problem. Because every one of us is born to be something great. You know, we're born to not accept mediocrity. We're born to exceed and excel. It's only through our thinking and our social activities and who we meet, the different life experiences that we have, that makes us, or gives us that opportunity to settle for less. And it's so easy to do that, right? So real quick, you know, you need to first first thing I think you need to do is find out really who are you, all right? So some people would say, hey, you know, I know Coach Tommy, or Thomas Holt is my real name, and they say, hey, I know he's, you know, a police or ex-police officer, he's ex-SWAT, you know, member, he did this in the military, he's a gym owner, he's this. But that's not who I am, all right? My occupation, my past doesn't define who I am, all right? So when I get asked that question, who am I? Well, my name is Thomas Holt. I'm a Christian. You know, regardless of your faith, that's one thing that defines who I am. My morals, my characters. All right. I'm a husband. I'm a father. All right. I'm a son, a brother. All right. Those are things that make me who I am. I'm loving. I'm someone who's going to always want to come out and try to help you. I'm very respectful, but I'm also very hardworking as well. Easy to get along with. Those are traits of me. All right. So first of all, you need to find out who exactly are you. You know, what's inside of you. What is there from birth. Okay. Once you find that, you need to establish, like I said before, your motivation or your why. Real quick, the moment where I realized that I could do more. All right, there was in anything. It was probably 1996, 95 or something like that. I think it was 1996. We had playing for high school football, double sessions, extremely hot, middle of the summer. We had a coach by the name of Coach Felton, and we had a rule where you had to do 100 yards of bear crawls if you made these certain mistakes, all right, during practice throughout the day. So at the end of the day, it was time to pay up, and I had something like 800 yards of bear crawls, which is crazy. I must have really messed up that day. And I was out there. Coach Felton was out there. He was kind of like the warden, or the patrol officer, to make sure that we paid our punishment. Okay, that we did what we were supposed to do. That my full 800 yards of bear crawls. And in doing so, I got probably about halfway through it, maybe a little bit more than that, and I was done. I just told him, listen, coach, I'm done. I can't do this. You know, I'm too tired. I've been in practice all day. I can't do, I'm not doing, this is crazy. This is ridiculous. I can't do this. He told me really calmly to first come over to him. So I kind of stumbled over there. I was kind of like, you know, falling all over myself, sweat pouring off my face. It's in the middle of August, very humid. And pulled me in real close. He said, Holt, stand there in front of me and close your eyes. So I sat there right there, and I closed my eyes. I was thankful for that. Maybe get a little sleep. He said, I want you to imagine me standing in front of you with a brown suitcase. Can you do that? I said, yeah, coach, I can imagine that. He said, I want you to stand there, and I want you to imagine with these little gold latches with the little combinations on them, all right? Can you imagine the combinations in there, the latches? I said, yeah, coach, I can do that. Yeah, I can see it. You know, those little gold latches. He said, you ever heard them when they click, that little click popping noise they make when they open? I'm like, yeah, I've heard that before. He said, I want you to imagine me slowly opening that latch, or I'm sorry, the suitcase here. And when I open it, you see $1 million. $1 million, fresh bills. Have you ever smelled fresh money? I'm like, yeah, coach, I've smelled fresh money before. Not much of it, especially at the time. But yeah, I have. I want you to imagine smelling it. It made this picture so vivid, so clear. in my mind that I was there. I thought he had this money. All right. He then told me, if I told you I'd give you this $1 million if you finish your bear crawls, would you do it? And real quick, I mean, without even asking, without even really giving it much thought, I said, yeah, open my eyes up, yes. As soon as he did that, he grabbed me by the face mask, smacked me on the side of the helmet, told me to get out of there. And he said, it's not because you can't do it, it's because you don't have the right motivation. And that stuck with me throughout my entire life. Anytime I started to think that I couldn't do something, I had to think, okay, can I physically not do it? Or is my motivation not where it needs to be at? All right. Establishing your why. Why do you want to be successful? Why do you want to get in shape? Why do you want to have a better relationship with your spouse? Why do you want to have a better relationship with your kids? Why do you want to climb that corporate ladder? I still don't know why you would want to do that, but why do you want to be the boss? Why do you want to be your own boss? Those things are very, very vital in your success and whether or not you achieve your goals or not. Okay? So establishing your why is extremely important. All right? Step 3. All right? And we're going to get out of here real quick because this is a little bit longer than I thought. All right? You have to let go. This is the hard part. Let go of excuses. And at the same time, excuse yourself for your mistakes. You're going to make mistakes, all right? So you need to let go of excuses and excuse yourself from your mistakes, all right? Letting go of excuses. I don't have the money. Well, I can tell you right now, when I started this gym, I really didn't have the money, okay? It's something about throwing yourself into the fray and figuring it out with all your heart and not quitting, all right? So I had to let go of the excuse that I didn't have the money that I wanted to have to start this gym, and throw myself into that and figure it out, all right? And then at the same time, because I'm figuring it out, because I've never had a gym before, excuse myself from making the future mistakes. I know I'm going to make mistakes, all right? The gym is successful already, and I'm going to make future mistakes. I know this, okay? Whether or not I make the same mistakes over and over again is something different. So letting go of excuses and excusing yourself for mistakes is a huge, huge portion of it. So this video is going on a little bit too long, but I wanted to just quickly put that out there, and hopefully this reaches out and resonates with someone out there and allows them to push a little bit harder, drive a little deeper, and achieve what they want to achieve, or at least move in that right direction. All right. Well, it's Coach Tommy. Thanks for watching, and we're going to be putting out some more videos, so please subscribe and take care. God bless. Commit to your truth.